Ms. Lawton.
Good morning.
Ms. Lawton is a formal human resource person for Orangeburg. And I'm just going to ask you a few questions concerning placement, how we place students, teachers. What do we have to do in terms of placing teachers? We know that we have a teacher shortage. And how do we go about getting teachers and interviewing teachers for placing them in different positions?
Well, first you have to begin the recruitment process. And in the recruitment process, when you look for the vacancies that are posted in your district, you look, first of all, you have to make sure that those teachers are certified or they are able to get a South Carolina teaching certificate. A lot of teachers, especially those that are coming out of college, they are into the process, but then we can look and see if they are going to be certifiable. So then you can go ahead and hire those persons. You issue contracts. Well, first of all, you have interviews. You get your interest group and you have interviews by principals that have those vacancies. Then they are placed according to their areas of certification.
Okay. Now, I know that sometimes with the districts, they hire teachers from other areas. We have like Teach to America, and then I know we have a lot of foreign teachers coming in. What are the process or the steps that we use in order to get them? They're doing the same process as regular teachers when they come into the district, or they have another process that
No, they go through the same process. Okay. Our international teachers are hired through agencies.
Okay.
And those agencies work with the State Department. They have a liaison that works with the South Carolina State Department of Ed. And they get those teachers that are certified in the areas where our vacancies are. Teach for America is also another organization that districts work with. And those persons, because they did not go through the traditional educational program, they have to go and their transcript is evaluated to see what areas they can become certified in, but they have to still go ahead and take the assessments that regular teachers take, and they have to pass it so they can get a certificate as well.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now, the induction program for first year teachers, what induction program do we use? We still use the ADEPT. I know when I came in, it was PET. And
yeah, but
it's ADEPT.
Right, it's expanded. It's now expanded ADEPT.
Okay.
So it's the same thing, but now, we use the South Carolina rubric.
Right.
And the South Carolina rubric is, if you're familiar with TAP, it's like 95% TAP.
Right.
A lot of our districts previously were TAP districts, and then some stayed with ADEPT. So all they did was just align the two.
Okay. What are some of the steps that we take for mentoring first year teachers and strategies for teachers that we use?
Okay, first year teachers are required to have a mentor. So when they are assigned to the school, principals are told that they must assign a mentor for that teacher, because the first year of an induction teacher, they are not evaluated. They are just mentored and helped and told about the process when it comes to evaluations and expectations of teachers. So the first year, they do not be stressed out, because you don't get evaluated until your second year when you become an annual teacher.
What are some of the strengths and weaknesses of mentoring teachers?
The weakness is if you do not have a strong mentor to work with you, because it's a day-by-day process, because there's so much that teachers are faced with now, and the requirements and the stress of the job. So you need a person not just to tell a teacher what needs to be done in the classroom with students, but also to help the whole person. That's mentally, because of the stress that's going on. They may need help with, for instance, if they're an international teacher or a teacher from Teach for America, how to get housing, how to help with bank accounts, just those personal things as well as professional things. They need to be mentored.
I know when I first came in, I had Miss Colette, and I mean, she was just awesome.
Right.
I wouldn't be where I am today if I
it
did not
right.
have her
Oh yeah.
to gear me under my wings. And she didn't stop with the first year. She carried me through, and then I also had Miss Swami to fall back on. Those were my mentors.
Oh, well, you had two good ones.
I had
know
two
Sally.
awesome, yes, I had two awesome mentors. One thing I see that our district need is we need teachers just to do that. And I think that some of those retired teachers, great retired teachers, would make awesome mentors to come in and just take those people under their wings and then just shield them and mentor them and make sure classroom management, because classroom management is a very, very, very sticky piece.
Right.
I mean, and you can be an awesome teacher, and I see some of our teachers are awesome teachers, but when their classroom management is not up to par, I don't care how awesome of a teacher you are, when you cannot manage that class, you will get nothing.
That's right. So hopefully that will be addressed, and I think it is being addressed. If you looked at the news on yesterday with that education reform bill that was passed, and that was one thing that they stressed, the free time for elementary teachers, and as well as the management discipline issue of students in the classroom.
Very good. What about downsizing classrooms, school districts? Some school districts, we know that our school district just got upsized. What about downsizing school districts?
It won't be downsizing anymore because if you look, there's legislation in those districts that have less than 1,500 students. They look like Bamberg is looking right now doing studies. So right now there won't be any small districts. That's a thing of the past.
Okay. Now, what about the impact of, they call it the Y generation. I call them the millennials. The new students that just coming out of school that go headstrong and know everything. They want to just jump into it and do it. I mean, how do we work with those students with placement and induction? When
we are not going to get any of those students. Sadly, we are not getting any of those students, and because the discipline of students, the teacher salary is an issue, and they can go and get a job somewhere making more than $50,000, and it's really the opportunities that they want and the excitement and what they're looking for is not in a classroom setting. So that's why we are not getting any of those students.
And if we do, I see that they stay only for a certain amount of time.
If we keep them more than 3 years, that's good. And even rural schools, if we keep them, as soon as we finish mentoring them and getting them ready, they are going to go to a larger school district. So that's just the reality.
Yes. And Miss Lawton, I want to thank you very much for this time, and I thank you very much for your input on this today. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.